Don't usually do this. Don't really know why the heck I am right now, but while we're here, whatever. So I haven't done a just laid back, chill type of video like this in a while. So be warned, it is fairly long, but I will be putting timestamps in the description below so you can skip around, find the topics you want to listen to, and go on with your day. So if you guys enjoy these type of longer type of videos, please let me know so I can start doing that. But yeah, enjoy. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? So today I have a very, but a interesting video I wanted to do. So essentially I did a bit of a social audit. I guess I've been falling in love with that word audit if you haven't noticed recently, but I did a little bit of an audit, okay, of the general consensus of what people are feeling about Code Vein, because as it is now with this demo that we have, which by the way, they just announced a few days ago that this demo is actually going to get an update, and they're adding two things. One, a new area for us to explore, and then secondly, multiplayer, bro. So they're giving us a new area, and then that new area is able to be explored through multiplayer. So, but back on topic, now that the demo is publicly available for literally everybody except PC only people, I guess, I wanted to, see what people are feeling. How are you guys feeling about, the game? So essentially, I asked around two places. I asked over on Twitter and then in the community tab for your opinions. I said, give me a pro and a con. It could be multiple, it could be one. And so today we're gonna walk through each of, well, a select few of the comments, kind of majority of all of them, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna look through them, read through them, and then try them out for ourselves in the game. So without further ado, let's begin. So my boy Serpentine is first up. He says, I personally love it. Absolute day one purchase. I spent, I kid you not, over 7 hours straight on the demo yesterday. About 5 of those hours was with my first character. I then replayed the whole thing again with another character. My only con so far is the parry system, particularly the tail whip parry. It feels sometimes a bit slow or mostly unconnected when it looks like on screen it should have been a perfect timing counter. I'm aware that this is subjective and it could be my timing, but that said, I did get the parrying to work on what feels like 70% of the time with other Blood Veils. I just think it needs a bit more fine tuning personally on the tail whip. Now hold on. Tail whip. I think he means the Queenslayer, right? Yep, this is the one with the tail. Why don't we take this for a spin, shall we? So I replied to Serpent's comment because he made a very nice point, and I really like his comment. So appreciate you for that, my boy. And basically, in my reply, I was referring to the idea that these Blood Veils, right? We have these Blood Veils sectioned out, right? We have this claw type, this tail type, the hound type, I guess we call it, and then whatever, Ivy type. And they're meant for specific playstyles. Not meant, but tailored more so for them. So on that note, the claw and the hounds, they're more so meant for a melee based build. I don't know why I freaking trip on my words. And then on contrary to that, the tail and then Ivy are more so for ranged builds. And their parries and then their charge, drain attacks are indicative of that, right? So if we have the tails charge, first off, it takes quite a bit. Well, no. I didn't mean it takes quite a bit because all the charges take a while. But you can tell, look, it looks like it's about to have some range on it, right? And you go like that, and you can see it does have some range. Same thing goes for the Ivy. You charge it up, and you legit have free control over where you would like this thing to appear, which is pretty nuts. It goes like that. But then when you look at the hounds, it's right in front of you. Same goes for the claw. It's a forward attack. So with that being said, this parry for a close range weapon should be faster and should be able to be thrown out mid attack like that, which with the new combat update, it is able to be done now. Because before, when you're in attack, you had to like completely wait. Basically, there was a lot of ending lag on these attacks in general. But again, if we look at a more range-based Blood Veil, the parry, first off, takes a little bit. You can see right away that I think that white spot, right, is whenever you're actually invulnerable, and that's the timing that you're trying to hit. So if you notice, it has like a couple 0.5, 0.6 startup time type of deal, but it's not that bad. This one is the same, even a bit longer, honestly, of a startup for that parry. But either way, let's go ahead and take this for a spin, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and fight this boss over to the left only through parrying. Let's see how this goes. I also feel that this Blood Veil's parry is a bit weird. This one and Ivy, honestly. And I also am not sure if it's my own timing or if it's the freaking game, you know? And I honestly believe, personally, that it's a little bit of both. So, off to a bad start. So, as you can tell, you gotta delay it, or you gotta anticipate it. But that's what the idea that I see. It's like, I'm usually going to have a gift build, right? So like I should be doing a long range approach, so it's like I should be anticipating it, but it's very hard. I'm just trying not to get hit or heal. I might have to take my partner off. I think we're gonna have to take my partner off. This is either gonna go really well or really bad. I think it's gonna go bad. Anyways, let's just see what we can do. Okay. I'm concentrated. There we go. Okay. So that one was kind of nicely timed. Let's see what else. So it's weird, because if you noticed, I timed it perfectly right there, but since it was a projectile, it didn't work, so I just kind of stood still. But let's give it another go. Okay. So that one was nice and timed. It felt good, just in general. But you see, like I said, you want to keep your distance with this. I don't know why I keep... Okay, so it blocked the damage, though. Okay, interesting. But I get stuck in the animation. Yeah, definitely need my space when it comes to this one, though. You see, it's like if you don't anticipate, it's not just good timing. I'm talking about... It's anticipation. That's two different things. Timing and anticipation. There we go. Okay. That felt... Dude. Dude, the timing is so weird when I look at it. When I see it in action. But I'm starting to get it better. I'm starting to understand it more. So contrary to that one, let's just give... let's give the claw a try. Let's give her a few goes. So like it's not about anticipation. It's more about timing. So look, that didn't work right there. I haven't been using this one as much. Okay, so I got that one. But if you notice, the projectile makes it so I still take damage. We're learning more about the parry system here though with that. So I blocked it and it parried, but I still took damage. So kind of okay, that was crazy because I swear I had it. There we go. There we go. Again, y'all seen that. Almost killed her just through parries. What was that? Now that was crazy. The attack went through me. The attack went through me. Very weird. Very, very well. That's enough testing for that for me. So personally for me, I feel like there's just sometimes, so post editing, we're gonna see what my verdict is while I'm editing that piece, and then studying it, actually looking at it frame by frame. You're gonna hear my off commentary thoughts, but overall, before I do more analyzing, my opinion is I think that Serpentine is actually right. I feel like There is a timing for it. We saw that with the tail one. It's like a little bit. I don't know. It feels like I put it up and it's like a little bit of a second wall that I have. Not so much that you need to time it correctly. It's more of that you need to time it so that in that second invulnerability that they hit you. Right. That's what I think. So but at that time I feel like sometimes it's a little bit buggy where that second falls off and whenever it's actually active. So personally, I think that the parrying is a bit unreliable on that front because it doesn't feel as polished. But that could be just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I know some people have done full parry runs. You know, I was one parry away from killing her with just the claw parry. So I can easily see that. But let me know if you guys still feel that, if you've accomplished that, but you still feel like it's a bit off. Let me know. Post commentary jam here. It's a little late. Been editing on like a marathon. Regardless, I think my initial thoughts stands. I think the timing is obviously a thing, but what I think is going on is, if you think back to, if any of you played Sekiro was very generous with your timing of parries because that was the whole premise of the game. If it was super strict, nobody would have had fun. Only the hardcore Dark Souls people would have enjoyed that game, but it was very, very lenient with that timing of your parry. I think Code Vein is not programmed to be very lenient. It's very, very strict. That's all I gotta say. And then Serpentine says a personal pro of mine would be the depths levels and the loot system. It felt like a bit Bloodborne challenges, and I genuinely look forward to playing more of those and hope it's as rich of a system as Bloodborne's. So before we get on the last part of Serpentine's comment, because he says very, very good thing, that's why I want to start off with his for this video. I'm very interested in this whole depths thing, because if you noticed from the network test and the previous demo, the event demo that I played and everyone else did, this place looks substantially different. Now this place also got dumbed down. That's number one. Like there was 2 paths before, now there was 3 before, now we only have 2, but it still feels like there should be a 3rd one, right? The one that we actually played in the network test, it feels like that 3rd one should be here, but it's just not open for us for some reason. And so this ties into my theory that I don't know if I ever put it in a video format or if it was just through streaming, but I think that the depths are going to have that a number of levels. So we're in the depths of darkness, right? Hold up, let me check that. If I come down to my boy Davis,
I'll lead the way.
So depths, den of darkness. So in my opinion, now this may be a reach, but what I imagine is we're gonna have the depths of den of darkness. So this is gonna be one area that we can come through. Now see, I'm trying to think about this and thinking about the way it's presented to us in this menu, depth of darkness. Obviously there's gonna be multiple depths, that's for sure, but I personally think that there's gonna be multiple depths in certain depths. Does that make sense? So Den of Darkness will be one depth. It has Den of Darkness floor 1 through 10, something like that. Then there's Den of Light, you know what I'm saying? And there's Den of Light 1 through 10. That is my guess. And so the way that we saw that big drastic change to the design of the depths for between the network test and this one makes me think that maybe this is the initial look of it, and then it fleshes out and the rocks go away. I don't know. And the last thing that Serpentine said was, overall, I think it's best to play Code Vein as Code Vein and not try to play it as if it was Dark Souls, like I did. My mistake was not using Code Vein's own twist and features on what made it stand out, like the buffs or special moves. But when I did finally use them, I was having genuine fun, 100% buying this game. I think it would develop a cult following personally. Serpentine, you are literally preaching God's gospel, bruh. Like, that is what I've been trying to tell everybody. Do not play this game. Do not come into it expecting Dark Souls. Just imagine the combat concept of Dark Souls and then leave it there. You know what I'm saying? Once you start customizing your character with your freaking passives and then your 1, 2, 8 freaking slots for gifts. Oh my God, that's when the fun begins to be had, right? It's just like, and then you cut on top of that, then deciding which, blood veil you're going to be using. Right now, we only have literally one design of each. So, and then the weapons are going to be only was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types, but each types are going to be different. You're going to have a flamethrower type of bayonet, a shotgun type of one, and then like an assault rifle, right? Automatic. So it's just going to be different, and that's what you're coming here for. That custom character building on a deeper level, because obviously you do that in Dark Souls, but it's way deeper here. And so that's what my man Serpentine has to say about it. And again, like I said, his was one of the best, I think, out of all the ones that I read, so we had to start off with it. But yeah, let's move on. Beckomon says, pros, feels way better in solo play, lots of animation cancels, and more control of my character. You can even play a parry minigame against the Queen Knight. Cons, the water splashing sound effect, healing still takes a bit long, and pretty much some of the same issues as before still remain. Overall, I love it. Nothing can make me hate this game unless the devs turn it into something else. So I commented on him. I'm like, what was the same issues as before? You know, not everyone shares the same ideas and thoughts as you. So I don't know what he was talking about, but let's just understand and look at what he did say. Feels way better in solo play, lots of animation cancels, and more control of my character. Factuals, my boy. So if you guys did not know, if you guys did not play a network test, this is something that's not going to be exactly apparent to you, I guess, but I wish you could tell. So what I might do, I might have some of the gameplay, some of the network test games that I've recorded side by side right now. But the idea that I could do these swings and in between them I could throw in my cancel, that was not possible before. I could do a swing and just throw it out there like that, bop, 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 cancel. Bop, 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 guard quickly, right? Before you couldn't. The way as soon as I hold it, you see it let goes and I go to the blocking. So this is something that is new. The game was not that like generous before. Whenever you did an attack, you had to like finish the whole animation. You had a few seconds before it would actually let you continue. So this whole change, this whole fluidness that they added is new. Then his cons, he says the water splashing effect, sound effect. Healing still takes a bit too long. So hold on, I'm about to raise my volume a little bit because I'm not listening to the game through headphones. So I'm listening to my speakers. So listen closely. I'm gonna raise the volume. I'm gonna shut up, but listen closely to the water as I walk around right here. Some ASMR type shit. Hey yo, Becco. I'm gonna need some explanations, my boy. I don't get it. Healing still takes a bit long. So that is obviously, I think that's more of a subjective thing. So if I try to heal and I'm spamming circle, you know what I mean? Let's see how long. It's like a 1.5 seconds until you can do something. Well, first off, no, let's see. How long does it take to heal? 1, 2, 3. Just like, it's about, I want to say 2.5 seconds, something like that. It's like I said, subjective. Like, it's probably done on purpose, you know. It's meant to take a little bit. That's just my opinion. It does feel like it's taking some time, right? Whenever you're healing or whenever you're in a boss fight. You saw it in some of the clips. It's like it takes obnoxiously long whenever the bosses twitch and are kind of aggressive in that sense. I think it's more so the enemies, they react too quickly to your healing and it takes too long, that it makes it feel a little bit unbalanced. That's how I see it. What do you guys think? Ghost Gamer says the network test had a larger depth dungeon than the demo. Kind of disappointed on that end, but overall I enjoyed the demo a lot. Yeah, like I mentioned at the start, there was, you know, I can show gameplay. There was 3 freaking paths. But again, I honestly think that path will be opened up in a different specific dungeon in a way. And on note of this being easier, again, like it's ridiculous how easy this one was, but I will say they built, or they set up the other one with intentions of it being a bit of a harder one. And I guess they wanted, the idea behind that one was like they wanted it to be hard, so hard that you're like, oh, I need to go online I need to get some help for somebody to help to be able to finish this because it's so hard. And oh my god, it was pretty crazy. So I think that's why they dumbed it down. And then second to that, I think that this is the first floor, right? It's the easy. It should be where you unlock a new depth area, and at the start it starts off easy, and as you go down the line and get deeper into that specific depths, it gets harder. So that's what I think. So I think this might be just the very first one, but take that how you will. Pyro says character creation was fun, gameplay was cool. Wish there was a fist weapon I could use. Pyro, that would be absolutely nuts, my boy. Now, I'm a bit iffy on the weapon types. I can't complain. There's not much I could do, right? I like the game, and this is what they gave me, and it's not awful, but it ain't the best. It's far from the best. Now, I will say, this is a pole arm. And this looks nothing, I guess so. But I'm very interested in the design. So we've seen quite a few designs for what they've shown us. No, maybe not quite a few, but they've shown us some things, right? We've seen that. So I just have hope that there's going to be a lot of options in terms of the designs, because we're only limited to 5 types. But like I said, Bayonets has like 3 types we've seen: flamethrower, automatic, shotgun type. We already see this one's like a hammer, this one's more of an axe. Sorry, this one's like a hammer. This is just a fat thing. I don't know what to call this. And then we have this one that's more fast-paced. This one's heavier. So I don't know. We'll see what kind of other weapon types they give us. But I'm just praying. This is one of those parts of the game that I'm just like hoping that it delivers. But it's not game breaking. It's game deteriorating. I don't know, bro. Let me shut up. Red Rebel Gaming says, I liked how much smoother it was this time around. I still want to see all the weight they added to the other weapons and the finishers, but the smoothness and the character creation still got me sold on this. I'm definitely getting this day one. I also can't wait to start playing around with builds and see how aesthetically pleasing the weapons and costumes are. I'm also looking forward to the story. I think I want to main the Cerberus Veil. So he says a lot in his comments, so let's break this down I guess line by line, right? Yeah. So overall, the game does feel a lot smoother, bro. I just feel like the demo just felt a bit glitchy. That's really what it was. It felt glitchy, but this just feels natural. It feels a lot more smoother. I will say it doesn't feel polished like a Dark Souls game, but it feels like its own thing, right? It feels like a smooth version of what it's trying to do, right? It doesn't need to feel exactly like Dark Souls. It just needs to work right, and I think it improved upon that a lot in this demo. When he talks about weight, so I mean, essentially the demo, this has that new added weight. And I'm gonna put the 2 different gameplays, the demo, the beta versus this, and honestly, bro, maybe a slight increase in weight. If anything, I think I feel it more with the heavy weapons than I do any others, because the light weapons, they feel almost identical, bro. But let's see real quick. Like this, that definitely feels like there's more weight. The initial hit, I noticed that it drops off in terms of weightness. It drops off after the initial hit of how heavy it feels, you know. But I don't know, not game breaking again, just to be a benefit. But I feel like, again, I think it's playing to what it's trying to do. It doesn't want to feel like the other Dark Souls games. It wants to have that lightweight attacks. I think that's on purpose. So yeah, man was talking about the builds, and bro, that's the stuff. That's what I'm really trying to get to, because so we're season pass, right? The deluxe edition comes with a season pass, and at the start I was like, wait a second, season pass, wait, that means you're gonna add extra stuff to the game. What are you adding? Turns out what they're gonna be adding is things like blood codes, which is gonna house gift bundles, basically. So essentially they're gonna be adding new gifts in the form of blood code bundles, right? So that means we can see a lot of new gifts coming, maybe not a lot, but some new gifts being added in post release. So, and that's kind of a big thing that I feel like it gets me excited to play this game. Customization is really cool. The idea that you can go back and just freely change your outfit. The fact that I could just pop over to this mirror and literally get back to the full power that is the custom character creation in this game at any point in time as I'm playing through this. That was my bad, I didn't mean to zoom in. It's just wild. Like, I can just come in and just spend another 8 hours that I just spent on making that first character, and I can just save them here and just look at my options, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, it's really cool. The only thing I'd say about that is the idea that the clothing will only have these 4 options. Now, I was just hoping that it would be different, but whenever you understand that the idea is like, okay, customization of your character is is 2 things. One, that screen right there, and then the second part of it would be your blood veil. So it's like, really, depending on which one you put, it really changes what I'm wearing. Like this one, you can't even see my shirt. So you maybe want to wear something that has pants that kind of stand out, so you can, you know, see it. And then other than that, then you have something like the Ivy one. You can see a little bit of stuff, but still kind of the same premise. But then it comes over to things like the Hound, where you can see your whole outfit, and the Claw as well. You can see majority of it. But kind of the centerpiece and your shoulders and whatnot. So it's kind of like 2 pieces. And the last thing he mentioned was about the story. And bro, I don't know, y'all. I am interested in the story. It's they've given me enough to like really be like, okay, at this point, I just want to know what really happened. I need to know details, type of deal. So I'm excited, interested. Let me put it like that. What about y'all? Based off what we see, my man Grandmaster says, pro, as great as I thought. Con, some casts take too long. That's a, you know, that's a good observation, I'd say, my boy. So I mean, I would say the casts, the spells, I would imagine they're indicative of their power, and you know, kind of like that. So let's take a look real quick. So we have something like Draconic Snake. This is probably the longest or the slowest casting spell in this game. I think there might be one other in this asset one. You see the E-core cost. This one is 8. This one is 5. Blast Bolt comes out almost immediately. Draconic Snake is quite a bit of a startup, and as you can see, I believe it does more damage. You can see how it scales. C. I mean, it's the same, but it does take more. So I don't know. I think that's the thing. You know, if it's a more powerful spell, gift, whatever you want to call it, it's gonna take longer. So you know, that's just how they gotta balance it. My man Zin Tassogair. Zin, I'm gonna say Zin, my boy. He says, I wish there was a few more weapon choices. I think they seem kind of bland to me. I don't like the Bardish so far. I think he's talking about the Barbacore, whatever the heck that thing is called. But other than that, everything is fine to me. So that is so interesting that he says he likes that weapon. Out of every weapon in this demo, oh no, he said it right, Bardish. Okay, I don't know, I always said Barbacore. Whenever I glossed over it, I'd always see that. Anyways, this is the one weapon that I absolutely do not, I cannot stand it. I do not like it. I just can't stand it at all. I don't like it at all. So for him to say this is the only one he likes is interesting. But so I mean, like we touched upon this a little bit earlier, but I agree. I just feel like there is not too many. Like I said, we've seen a few of the other ones available, but something about it, bruh, I just feel like I want more, bruh. I just want more. We'll see what the variations have to offer for them, see how they feel, see what they can do, see how their combos get adjusted on top of that, right? I'm hoping that the more advanced weapons, the more advanced combos, bruh, please, but I don't know. We'll see. Then last but not least, my boy Pachymon says, yes, it's cool, a must buy. You feel like Bloodborne or the Souls game, but at the same time, don't. Like, it has its own thing. And again, I gotta end off with the facts, bruh. I think I ordered, because I have all the comments laid out in a Google Doc, and I think I ordered it like this on purpose, or maybe not, bro. If I didn't, I think it was just the gods, bro. Because again, bro, it's like you feel that hint of Bloodborne, you feel the hint of Dark Souls, but then whenever you actually think about it and you're playing it, you're like, wait a second, this is neither. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I need y'all to understand. So other than that, that's about the you know what I'm saying? And when I think about it, that's essentially the height of things that I see people complain about or don't like about Code Vein, based off of playing it and based on what they've seen. So honestly, if there's anything else that we did not touch upon, let me know what it is that you don't like or what it is that you do like. I know there's a lot of things that are good. Custom character creation, obviously, that's just one of the things. The amount of options you have to build, again, common, and we highlighted that in this video, and it all came from you guys. So honestly, this feels like the height of what people like and don't like about the game. So let me know, like I said, your personal opinions. So that's all I got, guys. Appreciate you all for sticking around. If you made it to this far, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you want more Code Vein content, and yeah, I will see you all in the next video. So yeah, peace. Lamp with the tape, I'm a legend in the room. J Squad chillin', now my homies bringing boom. Don't try to play the game without asking about the rules. I keep my cards safe, nigga, what you do? Pop it off easy, I'm not trying to snap your neck.